Hey, Trash to Cash podcast, episode 156.
I didn't even know we were live.
Wow, going.
Well,
157.
Carrie didn't know.
157.
Wow.
We're in. It's been live for 20 seconds. Carrie, we all know your secret.
Secret. I told you to, and I expect all 20 people who listen to keep it as well.
Well, it was about the alligators. Did you see the video I sent of the alligators biting at car tires while people were like driving through the storm?
Yes.
It's pretty
Why
funny.
are they biting car tires? I thought they loved cars.
Are you trying to scare Carrie away from showing up in Florida? We
feel
get
like
the
it.
snake stuff. The guy, like, what are you doing to
That was so
Carrie?
funny.
He's
Listen,
making
Carrie's-
life choices.
I've got enough pointless anxiety to deal with.
I just don't
need
feel like
extra.
Carrie's actually that scared of animals.
Not yet. Not yet.
No.
As long as they're...
We're working on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, we're going to get him
We'll
there,
get
but he's
there.
not there yet. We're going to develop that fear.
I
in
feel
him.
like I could manhandle a snake. That came out wrong.
Listen, Carrie lives in a place. You often manhandle a snake. Carrie lives in a place where he's got like meth heads under the bridge that want to
I'm in
stab him on a
Vegas.
daily basis.
I feel like I'm just going to Vegas East.
Yeah,
is all
yeah,
I'm going
yeah.
to. And I
He'll
feel
be
comfortable
fine.
in Vegas.
He'll be
so I'm fine.
Oh, hey, I survived the hurricane, guys. This is the
Yeah,
first time
dude.
we've recorded since the hurricane. I
Lost
survived
a
with.
tree, a trampoline.
Yeah, I was trying to figure it out today. So like,
I meant to ask you if you shut your store down.
no,
for that.
I didn't.
You just kept it.
No, I'm ride or die eBay,
He's
baby.
not looking for any excuse to shut his store down.
I'm not like you,
Kevin.
just like, ooh, let me go. I got to go on the profit playbook, so I got to take 3
Yeah,
days
exactly,
off of eBay.
dude. I know. Somebody's like,
I
gotta.
My
Gosh,
sales
it was
look
so
like they did.
boring too. Just
Oh,
for the record,
I love
not
the
to be
comments on
offensive,
that.
but oh my god.
The comments like, why don't you just
3
call
minutes
this?
in, Kevin's like, I don't want to be arrogant, and then says the most arrogant thing I've ever heard
No,
in my
I
life.
did not. That was.
I just love.
trying
Listen,
to make a point.
I
know.
love that Kevin
That's
was not able to do lives or guest star on anything until there was some way he could profit from doing
that's
lives
true.
and
He
guest
wasn't
starring
doing
on
that.
other people's
I was
shows.
one of his first
I
lives
can't do
ever.
it. I can't do it.
You guys know this. Yes, that's
Mm-hmm.
not true. You know, when we started this, it was ridiculous. There was no signal.
little
No,
tough.
and it's
It was a
gotten
little tough.
better.
It has gotten
And
better.
so then I had the opportunity, and then so one. I always said when I did one, I'd feel like I need to do a bunch. And in all honesty, they had asked me a long time ago, John, and I told them no.
Mhm.
And then I did other ones, and I was like, well, they asked me.
Well,
so
when are you
I-
going on
I-
the locker
I
room?
called
Yeah,
them
are you
up.
going on the locker
They've-
room is the real question.
Oh, they did ask me. Oh man,
Yeah,
dude,
Kevin,
why do you
locker
gotta
room
bring this
next.
up? I thought you were going on.
We're all
Well,
going
listen,
on.
I
We
want
wanna
to give you a
support our
chance to
brothers
promote
in
comments.
podcasts.
You know, I want you to. There's 146 people
It's
that
like
could be additional sellers.
The
on
locker room
comments
is
to
like
go
the
over there.
Profit Playbook podcast, but there's no useful reselling information on it. That's the only difference. But outside of that,
Yeah,
nearly
yeah.
identical. I think they both have a bald one.
Do they have a bald one?
both have a bald one? Oh my god!
They
Well,
do.
then there's
Shane,
like
that's not me,
accusations.
Shane.
There's now
It's him.
accusations about net worth in the comments of that podcast too. It's real drama filled.
there's a
over
lot
there.
of
Dude, there's
drama
some
in that one.
serious drama.
I didn't
Oh,
Can
realize
I share my
that.
favorite
It-
comment? I
I
actually
think
saved
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
John
share your
deleted
favorite
a
comment.
whole thread, though. At least I think he did because I couldn't find it, and I commented 50 times in there.
Oh, really? Oh,
A lot of people want me to join it like permanently.
do it.
and be
I
done.
want you
My
to
first-
as well.
Do it now. You're finally on board, Carrie.
No, I was
Is it
looking at the
free?
screenshot. The first screenshot,
It's
of
a
course.
go
Carrie,
for
was-
okay,
me,
so the
dog.
question is, how much of our money drops off if Kevin leaves?
don't
And
think at
we've
this
split
point-
it 2 ways instead of 3.
Exactly. It won't drop by a third.
I checked my screen.
I think you're good.
My screenshots. The
It might
first one
drop
was,
by a
of
third.
course, me screenshotting something about a medical worry, so I would stop worrying. This is the other
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Kevin, please remain as a permanent host on the podcast, the Profit Playbook podcast. Seeing you on Trash to Cash is heartbreaking. They don't let you speak. Hell, nobody
Yeah, that's true.
on there can utter a single complete sentence without being interrupted by a poop joke or some
accurate.
other idiocracy.
I
That's
just
true.
pooped my pants
That is
earlier.
true. That is true. It isn't about reselling whatsoever. That's fair. It's less than 2% of
I
the
did
content.
have a fart that was close call
Dude,
today.
yeah, no, I think most farts are
But
close calls.
read
Trying to
my
prove them
response
right.
to
Oh,
that.
I just have
I
that. I don't know
responded.
what your response was because I just saved
Yeah, we
it. I
didn't.
just screenshotted it, but I'm sure it was
I said sometimes, people, resellers, they need a little,
Levity.
not serious. Exactly.
need a little sexy.
something
They need
to
a little
relax.
sexy in
This
their
is
life.
their 1 hour, an hour and a half of.
Do
like,
we really need to listen to more
just take a
hours of people,
breath.
being upset about not selling stuff on eBay? We could just take a break for 1 hour and then go back to
break,
that.
guys.
I've had a slow
None of
weekend.
us
I
are
can be
selling
upset
anything on
here.
eBay.
I
I personally,
not the best days.
Kevin, have you done your whole dedicated video to the Poshmark fee change?
So I've recorded it,
Mm.
not a dedicated video, but there was like 13 minutes of dedication to that alone uninterrupted. So I'm going to take that out and put it on the Garage Sale Nation channel, and then I'm going to run this one with all the sales and that on.
Do you
on the
get
Flipper
sponge
channel.
baths? Or
But
like,
it
are
wasn't
you able to
just
bathe
about
yourself still?
Poshmark. It was a bigger macro picture.
Sponge bath. We're at sponge bath. Please answer.
No, I don't. I do have one of those like loofah things.
You have
Just
the
one
chair
thing,
in
yeah.
your shower, though, right? That
No.
you sit on.
Not yet. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I've been flipping
I
those a lot lately.
One of the members of the
Don't do the
reseller
poo
locker
chairs,
room, I
though. Those
think,
ones
has
get
to
messy
use one
in
of
the
those.
shower.
Yeah. Sorry, what, Kevin? What about the
Well, I
locker
think
room?
one of the members of the reseller locker room has to use one of those.
You're sitting on
yeah,
a hemorrhoid pillow right
Ben.
now, though, aren't you?
I am. It's not a hemorrhoid pillow. It's
It
a
kind of
back
is.
pillow.
Uh-huh.
No, it's not.
My
It's
back.
for my back.
I don't want to
Dude,
pop my
I-
low back
dude, I'm
boils,
just saying.
says Kevin.
Listen, I
Whatever.
worked hard.
Don't
today.
use a black light on that pillow or any other kind of light that would determine what kind of matter is on that.
We'll go
It's
live
got all
with
sorts
this
of
pillow
stuff.
and a black light right now.
Dude,
Just
you know
to
what you
prove
should
you
do?
wrong.
You should
Let's
sell the
do
pillow
it.
on Dibdit. You should sell the pillow on
Just
Dibdit.
do it and then get a new one.
It
No,
contains
then you can sell it.
4,627 Commonwealth farts,
Oh gosh!
Glad that's where
See,
we
there's a
were.
little black light on.
loaded with
It's good.
farticles.
It's good to go.
Particles.
I want to check it out. Actually,
There's
Jerry, I
poo
wanna
on
see-
everything. There's a
it's-
lot of poo
A
on
lot
that.
of poo. You don't need a black light to see poo, Kevin. I mean, that's just,
Gosh.
it's going to be
How many
visible.
times do you want to say? Are you just trying to make these people?
We're trying to make the commenters even more upset. Are you still out there? What was her name? Susan, Mary, whoever was upset last
Look,
time.
Yeah, I can't
This is the
remember.
way.
Ruth.
This is
Ruth.
sifting the wheat. Is that what they call it, Kevin? Back
The
in your
chaff.
days, back
The
during
chaff.
the Great Basin days and
Yes,
the
the Great
Serengeti
Basin
or whatever.
days. Guys,
Wheat in the chat.
so I did the
Chaff
math,
and the
Carrie.
wheat.
I have to
What's up?
spend $500 for someone to get this tree out of here. The $1,000 trampoline is destroyed. Okay, so
Really?
that's $1,500. I need to get drywall
That's your
work done
fault.
in
I
Callie's
can't
room.
believe you left the trampoline sitting there. That
How
blows
often
my
have
mind.
you taken apart a trampoline? You know how awful it is
Don't
to take all
take
those
it apart.
springs off?
Put it sideways and tie it down to the tree that fell. That would have.
We weren't supposed to get hit that hard. We got hit way harder than I expected. A lot of we were out of the cone completely. But I guess the cone is just the eye, so it makes sense. And it was wider than I expected. Anyways, but then, okay, so $1,500 there, and then I've got to get some drywall done. Probably gonna
Well,
be
you don't
$500.
have to get another trampoline day.
No, I might not. Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
The kids didn't play on it much, so maybe
I saw
just forget it.
on TikTok they just put a piece of paper on the
Could
wall
you-
and then they painted over it. That should be
Yeah.
good.
Could you
perfect.
part out the trampoline? Do they sell the little
The
things?
springs,
for
I
them?
bet you could sell.
Yeah,
You know, I
might be able
found
to
one of
part
those
it out.
board games you were
When in
talking
doubt.
about, Kevin. It's like this folding leather box, and it's got like, I think it's backgammon. It's got like little chips in
Yeah.
it. What is that worth?
You
Just
should
a
know.
regular
You were-
backgammon.
It
You
looks
were
old fashioned.
Virginia
It looks
Teacher
old
of the
timey.
Year
It
3
looks
years
old
in a
timey,
row.
Kevin. It
Old
looks
time.
like it's from
Is
the
it
60s.
backgammon? And what kind of chips are they?
It's got like felt, and then there's like white and brown chips.
Okay.
Some are
yeah.
white and some are
Well,
brown.
it's not Bakelite. Obviously, you know Bakelite.
It didn't look like Bakelite to me.
Yeah. So, if you take the chips and there's 15 of each,
Mhm.
depending on the size, it could be like $12.95 to
They're tiny.
$18.95 plus
They're small.
shipping. Plus, they're tiny.
Yeah, it's like a travel size one. It's pretty small.
Oh,
Nothing.
Here's how
Yeah,
you know
that's-
if it's baked.
What if I
light.
just
If
pooped
you-
in the box and then put it at my yard sale that I'm doing in my container,
but
and then someone opens it and finds poop?
Dave, I was thinking you might, although Death Pile's changing the plan on me. There was a plan. One of the plans was that Mike was going to come up here and get this trailer and take it down, so he could use it to move, and then he could take the
Mike's-
money that he needs to move and just load it up and bring all his stuff up here.
Mike's
and sell
too
to me.
busy buying a riverboat gambling house or something. He's buying like some sort of like Mississippi steamboat or something.
Yes.
to live
But
on.
Dave, my point
Very
was,
rich.
if he did that, we could bring that trailer down there, and then I could have a live event trailer, and if you just waited and did it
Oh,
when
Kevin,
I came down,
I don't think I'm going to sell out, buddy.
sell out.
I'm going to have more stuff. I'm going to have more stuff when you get here. We can still do that, is my point.
No. Okay.
Yeah,
We're
we
at
can
those
definitely.
But the
resellers.
good stuff will be gone. The second time at a yard sale, this stuff is.
But you
just-
think he's not going to find any good stuff at all until this? Like he's just going to stop?
Yeah, I
finding
can bring.
That's
I
true.
can
You
restock.
find so
I can
much.
restock.
That's what Dave does. Find.
I
I can
know,
restock,
it's
and you're
so
bringing
tough right
stock,
now up
and
here.
so yeah, it'll be fine. So when you
I
come
went
down,
out
we'll do it
on
again.
Saturday, y'all, and I went. There was nothing. There was like 5. Did you talk to your buddy?
He said
Brandon?
he did good. He said he did good.
On Saturday?
Yeah, he said he
You
did.
gotta have that hunger.
That's what he
You
said.
gotta have
In
that
Lynchburg.
hunger to find it, I think.
Yes.
Okay, there were 2 sales I bet he went to then.
Yeah, he
Because
said
I
he did
didn't
go
go
to
to
Lynchburg.
Lynchburg. There wasn't that much in Lynchburg.
Still
So I'm
gotta
like,
have
you know
that
what, I'm
fire.
gonna-
He said there was like
lighting
no
it, you know?
competition, and
there you go.
he didn't have to
'Cause
bring
there was
Jen,
so
so he
few-
said
Gotta
it
be
was
the first one there, not the last one there. That's what I've
Yes,
heard.
indeed.
Well, there's. I'll tell you what. I think I decided to stay out here, and I did really good at the first 2 because there's hardly anything out here. But I had to drive a little ways, and there's one on my road. And then I was like, late in the day, I'm like, I guess I'll go to Lynchburg and check these out. And they were all. But you could tell there was lots of stuff left, but it was
Yeah.
just junk, and
Yeah,
there
he
were
said
spots.
he did good. He said he did good. So,
But there was a couple of sales where I'm like, man, I bet this one was good early, and I bet it hit him. So good for him.
Yeah.
But man, the sourcing's been brutal.
well,
It's
we
been
had a
brutal.
minor setback in sourcing this weekend.
Yeah.
Hurricane Milton, where
Yeah.
half the town had no power,
I've not been.
and
I found
yeah,
it tough to source yard sales not going to them.
that
So
makes
like,
it hard.
if I don't go, I don't get any of
Yeah.
the yard sale stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he does get some, but not yard sale stuff.
I forgot to put my little thing on to.
Hey,
always forget
hey,
your little-
hey,
To
it's
stop.
not
Okay,
that
so-
kind of program.
What happened though, Kevin, is
Wait a
I was
minute.
sitting
Can
out
I
here.
st-
Oh yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
just going to stop you for a minute. You
Put his
okay.
little thing on. Just
You
give
gotta
it a
put his
moment.
little thing on.
He's got to get it ready.
It's detachable, which is interesting. It's like a
It's not even
old-timey
his.
thing.
It's like a rabbit's foot.
steampunk. It's steampunk.
Steam.
It's like metal
That's one
and
of his bracelets,
a lot of
so he doesn't
gears.
lose it.
He's gotta wind up all the gears to get it
It's like-
running.
It's built in the 1880s.
Refill it with water.
I
Oh,
was
hey.
talking about my do not disturb thing, and I was already getting messages and messages.
Oh, not your
and all
steampunk
this stuff.
Oh,
Winkle.
not your
Okay.
tiny penis. Okay.
Okay.
No,
So I didn't say it.
11:54. Gosh,
Carrie,
Dave.
that's a little
Good
too
day.
on
Better
the
take it
point
off.
with
Wait,
truth.
look,
Yeah.
come on, guys. I'm not here to beat around.
Carrie,
the
Anyway.
he just said he wants to take it off again. You
So
just
what
put it back
happened down
on.
there?
I was editing footage and Tina said, "Hey Dave, there's a yard sale," and she sent me a link to a yard sale that just popped up on Facebook, and I was very shocked. But I went over there and it was actually really no one was shopping because everyone was like recovering and pulling branches out of their windows and stuff. So I did go to two sales. One was a viewer sale. Didn't really buy anything there, but it was nice to see Lyle. And the other one, I did good. I bought like a big box of knives. All the knives were like 15 to 25 to $30 a piece, and they were
Lyle
five.
the crocodile.
So I paid 65. Got
So what
300
were
worth
they?
of knives.
Like,
What kind of knives?
I picked up a bunch of knives the
SOG,
other day
a lot of SOG, SOG.
at like a buyout.
Yeah,
and somebody
yeah.
called me up and said, "Hey, I'm gonna have an estate sale. You can come look at this stuff." I'm
Yeah.
like, "Okay." There wasn't very much for an estate sale, but they did have a pile of knives that I bought, and there was case in there and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
well,
I'm
case
like, I
is
don't know
better.
anything about knives,
Yeah,
but I
case
knew
is
enough
good.
to pick these up.
I know
Yeah.
Case. I'm a big
So
Case
here's the
fan.
problem. Like, they were all decent. I knew they were all like $15 to $40 knives. At the high end would be 40, but there was one Leatherman in there, and I was so excited because it was like $150 Leatherman.
You could get even more on Mercari. 'cause
And I
there's less
go,
sellers.
and she says $5 a knife. I was like, I'm just gonna buy them all. And she was saying that she couldn't pay her rent, and so I didn't feel comfortable talking her down after she said like she just wants enough money to pay her rent. So I was like, $5 is reasonable. I'll make a profit on every knife, and the ones I can't make a profit on, I'll keep. A $5 knife, I've got like 10 that I just use when I'm shipping and stuff. Anyways, as I go
10?
to pay, yeah, like
like
anything that's under
overkill.
$15, anything that's under
he has
$15,
them
I have in a
strategically
drawer.
placed
I
throughout
lose 'em.
his shipping.
When you have
area.
ADHD, you want to have like 40 measuring tapes,
Yeah,
40 of
okay,
everything,
yeah.
so that you can always find one.
Yeah, I hear you.
But anyways, she pulled the Leatherman out at the end. She's like, "Oh, actually, I can't sell you this one." I was like, "Dang it!" But whatever. She had like a brand new Ring door sensor thing. You put it up on your door, and it tells you when the door is open and not. Brand new, sells for $80. That was $8. She had, a lot of good stuff like that. I got this little Goosebumps. Actually, Carrie, you'll like this. It's right here.
What makes a leather neck or Leatherman?
All
That
Leatherman. are good.
Leatherman.
Ooh.
All
But
Leatherman.
100. They're not
Open
all.
it up.
No,
Is
no.
it like
They're all like 40 to 150
Yeah,
bucks.
okay. So
They're
what
awesome.
makes it 150?
They do limited edition ones. They have some
Okay,
brand
all
new
right.
that sell for $400.
sadly
that are
like
limited edition.
the Goosebumps
Okay, so check this
went
out.
down a bit, but that's
Look
like
at that.
ooh.
Still lights up. Isn't that
You
cool?
gotta get that
1996.
posted right away. You gotta get that posted.
I posted it. It sells
Graded.
for like $50, $50 to $100. I
Nice,
mean,
man.
people have it listed for $100, but the solds are $50.
Could you imagine walking out of a Scholastic book fair with that back in 1996.
You were the
coolest kid
man.
in school, man.
You were the man if you walk. Dude, the book fair, the book fair is that one time a year where all of a sudden you like books. And,
Dude,
you feel like such a baller with a bag full of books. But the rest of the year, I hate
marketing.
In grade school, I was a huge book guy in grade school.
Yeah.
I would get up before school. Did you guys know this? I'd get up at 4 in the morning. I'm not even joking. I'd get up at 4 or 5 in the morning and read.
Go to the little thing they do for right. All my
I did this
Mormon
at
buddies
home. I did it for fun.
Didn't you have to go to the stuff? Like all my Mormon buddies growing up, and I had a bunch.
Oh, we
of
did
them.
that. We did that in high school and junior high, but it
Hold
wasn't
on.
before class.
Context
In
for me.
Utah-
What are we talking about? What is this little thing you have to do?
This
in
is a
Mormonism?
seminary. Utah. It's a Utah. Well, it's everywhere, but
Okay.
seminary's Mormon school. But what they do in Utah is they schedule it into your regular school days. So I would have my fourth period of school would be just seminary.
Oh,
and I'd
see
get to
where I
miss
was
regular
at.
school. When
They would
California, they
have
don't
to
do
go
that. Yeah. You have to go
they would wake up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and go to this thing every day.
I would wake up at 4 in the morning at home, and I would read Redwall. Have you ever read the Redwall series?
The
Dave?
little mouse?
The little mouse.
Yeah.
Medieval.
At least
mice
I've read
people.
at least one of them. Maybe I might have read more.
Or I'd go to the
I read
library.
the motorcycle and the mouse.
That's a good
The
one.
mouse and the motorcycle.
I'd also
Beverly
read
Clear.
random
Slager.
sports biographies. I always picked hockey goalies from the 1960s. I don't know why. I liked books.
Sports.
Now I can't read
Sports
for the
segment
life of me.
activated.
Yeah.
Talk
I found a
sports.
bunch of highlights. Remember
Guys,
highlights?
can you believe
Oh, yeah.
so and so beat Alabama? Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Can't believe
Yeah,
it.
they did.
They were the top-rated
last
team, and they won to an
Vandy,
unranked team.
Utah,
Vanderbilt.
the University of Utah
Sports.
lost again. So now that they expanded the playoffs, the Utes decided to lose 2 games this year, so we wouldn't make it. So
Well, you're abandoning them, and you're becoming a fan of whatever team's over here.
Who, UCF? I don't even know
Embry-Riddle.
To.
Embry-Riddle.
That's the name of a football
Embry-Riddle?
team.
I don't know. I've got golf bags that say
I know I'm an
Embry-Riddle.
Iceman
there you
fan.
go.
I'm an Iceman fan for sure.
Oh, nice. I like that hat. They're back in season. We should go when you get here.
I know. We're definitely. We're going to a Jags game too. We got to get Kevin.
Yeah.
down.
Carrie,
Kevin?
I want to know. So you're 2 weeks and counting here. So
Yes. Got
a lot of
or
crap
less than
behind
2
you.
weeks. Yes, that's what I was just going to say.
Don't worry about it.
What's the deal? What's the progress here?
None. No, I'm just kidding. We've done most of the rooms, but this one pretty well. And right now, what I'm going through, I have over here on these boxes are all the cards that I'm holding. A lot of these are just going to be. They might even be dumped in the dumpster. So if you come by my place and look in the dumpster, honestly,
Well, what would
there's
be
just not
nice
enough
to
good
tell
stuff.
people where they're at, not the dumpster. I'll hide them.
I'll
behind the fern
I'll
on
probably
the-
give people a chance locally here who want.
There's
it. But,
one more,
a lot of this isn't worth putting on Shop Commons unless I don't
Right.
think they just want nothing but random common stuff. So.
Yeah.
One more big meetup, though, in Vegas. Are you going to go live? I
Yes,
think you should
yeah.
go live on the
For
Trash and
Trash
Cash page.
Yeah, I will. This is
Mike
with
Camparelli
Metco.
is hosting
Yeah.
a meetup
Mike
in Vegas.
Camparelli in
a meeting,
Vegas?
yes, this week, right? Thursday
Yeah,
or
this
something?
week.
Thursday or
Hope it's
Friday?
Thursday.
I
got a
didn't
card
know
show.
this. How did I not know this?
I don't know. You're not
You're
paying
not in
attention.
Vegas, bro.
Well, you are
You should
invited.
fly out. You
You're
should
invited.
fly
Fly
out
out
on
there.
the Air Force Commonwealth.
Dave, you heard about this
little-
from Carrie.
No, Mike called me.
Yeah,
Really?
Mike, we talked
No,
to
you
Mike.
didn't.
because we're good
Mike
friends.
calls me and texts me all the time.
Yeah, does he not do that with you?
Yeah, I mean, I know
Every once in a blue moon, yeah.
Mike is the only person who understands the correct thing to do is subscribe to everything that I offer subscriptions on. The cooking channel, the
you
picker
go.
channel, the Dave's Destinations, the
give you
Trash
my
to
number.
Cash, and the Patreon. And Mike, this
He's
is why we love
literally,
you.
he's literally paying your gas bill every month.
And Profit Playbook
But no, he's got
podcast.
a big event, his first event he's hosting. I want Mike to become the event guy. Mike, this is my
Well,
goal
the-
for
the
you.
girls
I
love
want
him
you
there.
to be the event daddy.
Are
And
we
I
going
want
to
you
do
to set
events
them all
now
up.
that I'm on the East Coast? It's going to be much easier now.
No, we want Mike to do it. And Mike, I'll hook
Well,
you up with
Mike
my
can
event
plan it.
planner. We hook him up with the event planner. We make sure the event planner and him work it out so Mike he makes a little cash on the top, but Mike does an
Yeah.
Orlando meetup, a
wait-
Vegas meetup,
We wait
a
till
New York
the
meetup.
we wait till the reseller locker room announces something.
No, and
then
he
we do it in the
bridges.
same
No,
location
he
at the same
bridges the gaps. He gets the locker room boys to sponsor,
dude, we get
Trash to
everybody.
Cash
Right.
sponsors,
He's the
Planes to Profit
ambassador
sponsors.
between the
He is
egos.
the lord of the events, and we
Yeah.
all go to the Mike events. We could call him Camp Out with Camparelli or something. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, Mike. Whatever you want to call him. But Carrie's going to go experience the first Camparelli event in Vegas. You got to report
Camparelli
back.
tour.
Yeah,
We should
dude.
make T-shirts.
Yep.
Camparelli tour 2024.
Is Dawn going to go too?
I'm sure she will. Yeah.
What about the kids? You bring the kids.
Probably if they
They'd
want to
go?
go, they can
Yeah,
come.
bring 'em.
Yeah.
Why not?
Don and Mike have a
like
bit of a relationship.
Yeah, like a love
kind
thing,
of,
I think.
Yeah, they're kind of dating on the side. So
the kids can meet their dad finally.
I get to meet Dad.
Papa Mike.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm a little sad. If Carrie wasn't moving here in 2 weeks, I probably would have like figured out a way to go. But it's just like I'm trying to get myself sorted, get everything sorted for Carrie over here.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
save money.
Yeah,
we gotta start filling up that place now that those people are gone. So.
Well, Al's got to do some work. It still needs a paint job and stuff like that.
Why is it Al?
So.
Seriously.
Why is what, Al? Why are you licking your arm? Like, I love how you ask a question like that while licking your arm on a podcast. Very professional.
I was fixing
I can imagine
bracelet.
Kevin in an interview.
Josh.
Please hire me.
Dude, he's unhireable. He's unhireable. He would be just.
Especially with that
imagine
tattoo.
Imagine him trying to get a job at like Verizon Wireless, trying to tell them how the freaking communication markets work or something.
Terrible.
They didn't even hire me.
Okay, so we can, and I mean, I don't know. I've just called Al since I was like 14. I don't know. He likes it. Yeah, my kids call me Dave. It's just a weird thing in our family. Yeah,
it's a Connecticut thing. I feel like it's an upper northeastern thing.
Well, anyways, and that it's not a Tina thing because Tina would be like Mr. Dave or
Mr. Dave.
No, like literally, that's a Southern thing.
West
Mr.
Virginia,
Dave. Yeah, that's a thing. Okay, so let's talk Dibdit for a second. Kevin spent all this time promoting the other district thing.
Yeah,
but the Dibdit
sick
thing.
Of hearing about Commons
tomorrow for you guys.
I'm selling a lot.
This is coming out Tuesday.
Today. Oh no, there's some today.
Tomorrow.
Actually.
Oh, today there's some auctions too. What time are they, Kevin? What are they?
I think they start at 5,
sure they're good.
and
Check
I
'em
think they're plush, Dave. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Yeah,
Plush shows are starting at 5 Tuesday.
But I have done so much marketing on all my channels for Wednesday.
Yeah. That's fine.
On my Flipper channel, I've talked about it 4 times. On my Picker channel, I've talked about it now. Wednesday, tomorrow, I'm selling all my bins.
Elite
of plush.
high-end.
Elite high-end plush. There might be a few $10 plush in there, but the vast majority are going to be like $20 plush. Plus plush. Plus plush. I sold another $40 plush, so now I've sold $150 worth of
starting to
bears.
sound like Kevin,
You're
just
like,
bragging.
I'm selling these plush.
Yeah, it's actually convenient. So these are going to be going live on my page, and some are highly valuable, some are in the middle, and some are on the low end, which again, the low end is going to be like $12.
I think I'm selling. No, Carrie, you're selling Tuesday. You're listed for Tuesday show.
Okay.
You have
That's
a
fine.
Tuesday show.
Good,
I
enjoy
didn't
it.
put it on
This
there.
is
You
good
put
to
it
know.
on there.
I'm sure
But then-
Don knows. I haven't been.
But you could just follow Dave and go on
think we know,
Wednesday.
Well, no, because you
I'll
were
go
going
whenever.
Wednesday
I'll go
after
with
me, right?
Dave.
Aren't you going after me Wednesday?
No, he has
Me?
it on Tuesday.
No, Kevin, aren't you going after me Wednesday?
I am, but I
think we
if you and
scheduled
Carrie
for-
want to do it.
Mhm.
Why are we doing this? This is like ridiculous content for this podcast.
No, people
But
Says
let's
the
figure
guy
it
who
out.
talked about
This is
shop
their
comments for
favorite part.
46 minutes on the
It
Profit
was
Playbook. I timed it.
educational.
Gosh.
46
Educational.
minutes. Oh
No,
my
I
gosh,
don't.
it's so
No,
boring.
That's lie. That's
Ugh.
not
That was.
true.
They let you
That is
talk
not
way
true.
too much. That's why we have to wrangle you in. People don't
Yes.
understand.
They don't understand. If
This
you
is
let
not
Kevin off
nap
the
time.
leash.
This is
Oh
laugh
my
time.
gosh.
Well, that's what I
You wanna
tell
go to
people. I'm like,
sleep.
I can talk. and
He
I
would
can't
just
get
run
word
a
in these
60-minute geography class in his sleep. He's like
Oh,
Professor Binns
no
in Harry
doubt.
Potter. Some people get that joke.
No doubt.
Okay, so
You want
anyways,
to go over the
after
peninsulas
that,
in the Mediterranean real quick?
Let's
I
do
can
it.
do
Let's-
it.
Let's do it. Iberian, go.
Yeah, Iberian is it? Yeah, you got
Eisenhower, go.
The
Italian,
Strait of Gibraltar. You can
No.
see Africa, and you can see Spain.
No. All right, you got one.
Do you know
Who's next?
how
got
long
Iberian, Italian.
Whales
What's
can hold their
next?
breath.
What's next? The Greek one, the Grecian, the
The Aegean,
Aegean. There we
or
go.
excuse me, the Aegean Sea. The peninsula is called
you should know this.
Iberian.
We're-
I know. What am I
Iberian.
talking about? I'm losing my
Gosh,
mind.
wow.
This is awful.
You couldn't get a job teaching history again. I can tell you that much. You don't remember
Kevin
anything.
forgot everything. He doesn't
The
have the
Balkan
teacher's
Peninsula.
guide.
You got the Balkans, and then you got Asia Minor. All right, whatever.
There we go. You did good.
Oh, that derailed
wake
us.
up.
What were we talking about?
I don't know. This is the dumbest podcast.
We were
It's
talking about
not
something. Oh, the
good.
dib day. Okay,
We've
anyways,
never
the
marketed it
whole
as
point
good.
I was trying to make was after the plush auction, I want to sell some T-shirts. Rod's got T-shirts. Kevin's got T-shirts. I got those single stitch Harley and crap
Yeah, you
ones.
got good
I got
stuff,
like fire,
dude.
heat. I'm gonna run the heat.
I have
guys.
like good ones, but you got great ones, and Rod's bringing great ones. I feel like I need to up my game. I did find today some single stitch stuff at a private pick. I might just throw that stuff on.
That's what I'm doing. It's gonna be
I
mostly
got
single
two
stitch.
Marlboro.
Although I've got some
new
old jackets
stock
and stuff
single
I could
stitch
run.
I found the other day.
Yeah,
I might throw those. I might throw some good ones.
that's
on.
Wednesday. So come Wednesday for the fire, for the heat, as it were. As
and
the
then
kids
I
would
feel
say.
like I have something on Thursday too, but maybe not.
Hmm.
Anyway, whatever. There's a bunch of shows.
Kevin, does the carpet match the drapes?
I'm not answering any questions. Stupid.
Carrie was like, "That's a really good question."
It's all gray unless it's just for men. That's my guess.
Well, I'm just wondering if he's dyeing both sides. That's all. I was just trying to figure it out.
Dude, I'm 40. I'm 40 and going massively gray and bald. So Kevin's lying. He's living a lie.
Look at this. I set up the camera to do gray cam. Look at all that.
Dude, I don't even want. Look at this. This is bothering me greatly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
well,
you
talking about it,
dude. For him, there's all kinds of options these days. Gary.
No, Kevin, but Tina keeps telling me that she thinks it's hot.
Going bald?
Yeah, no, not that. Well, Carrie, you should handle that. I don't know the whatever Kevin's talking about, but the grayness. She said girls like the grayness.
Yeah, they like to have a older, stable gentleman that they know can't get a younger girl and leave them.
To me.
You know.
Yeah. Okay, so we already promoted. Okay, and then the other thing Kevin was implying or talking about was my container sale on Saturday. Yeah. I put up the ad on Craigslist and G-Sailor and I don't know, Facebook, and hopefully I get some people out there. I'm doing it a weird time too, Kevin, so I might not actually get that many visitors. I'm doing it at 11 a.m. in a town that's in the middle of nowhere.
I think that's a good strategy. Good strategy.
So, if you want to do it again, though, in early November when you come down, I'm all for it. Just bring your trailer, park it next to it. We'll do a trailer and a container sale.
Go live.
It'll be fun.
Sell lots.
I'll probably just be asleep. In my
Tina will want to bring more. Tina is in like a declutter mode, and so she's bringing some stuff, but she's like, I need you to do a sale later because I'm going to have way more stuff I want to sell.
That's how we're furnishing our place, is just
Tina's declutter mode. Anything that doesn't sell at the yard sale.
Hey, there you go. That's a good idea, actually. Mm-hmm. Carrie, that's going to be kind of fun. I don't know. I would like to furnish I wouldn't like to, but if I move to a new place and going out there and you don't have anything, it's like I could.
It is fun. I'm not even joking. We did this kind of when we moved down here. The joke was us putting the TV on the two like totes and stuff. We don't particularly care about that kind of stuff much, and you can get everything cheap at a thrift store or at a garage sale or a flea market or on Craigslist, Facebook. So. We're getting rid of pretty much everything, so we don't have to have a massive, U-Haul going cross country, which would be a lot of money for stuff we can replace.
Oh, that'd be a fortune, yeah.
And we could replace it way cheaper.
Well, and I did that in North Carolina coming down here. I brought all my stuff, and so much of it is still like unopened.
We're shackled to a lot of Americans.
Where is it, Dave?
A lot of Americans are shackled to their stuff. We don't need it, guys.
What did you say, Kevin?
Carrie, don't tell people that.
Did you say where is it?
You need the junk that we're selling. The stuff we're selling unique. Cards are vital, obviously. Everything else, no.
What day?
You said, where is it? Is that what you said to me?
Yeah, where is your stuff? Where that's unopened?
Oh my gosh.
After 2 years.
In my attic. I have an attic here. Okay. Yeah, so I've got quite a bit in the attic. And then I've got closets that are just full. We've got a guest room. The closet of that is full of stuff that we haven't gone through. There's just a bunch of stuff you end up accumulating. And especially as an ADHD person where, like, you can't find it, so you're convinced it'll never be found, so you buy it again. That's my issue. I'll just buy it again. And then as soon as I get it in the mail, I'll find the original. Every single time. It's without fail. It's pretty ridiculous. Anyways, Carrie.
My sales stunk.
Are you going to buy a boat as a Florida man?
Oh, yeah.
You are.
I'm just I'm going to do what my brother did. My brother bought a boat. He just kept it in the front yard, never did anything to it. I don't think he ever used it, and he eventually sold it. That's probably where I'm going.
I like that. So
I want the idea of a boat.
My sales have still been slow. Kevin just alluded to eBay sales. Mine have been slow, except randomly, after I pulled my orders and did my video today at 5:30, I sold 11 items. Like, within an hour, I just sold 11 items.
Different people?
One was a person ordering 4 things, and the rest were just randos. So what is that? 7 randoms.
My Friday
and expensive
was good,
stuff.
That's what Kevin calls his fans, randoms.
Randos, yeah, he calls them his randos. Kevin, did I tell you I was editing footage today, and I'm at a sale, and it was like just all pickers. And I forgot to tell you this when this happened. It's one where I got all that Fenton glass and I was late and I was with my brother. Mm-hmm. Anyways, that video will be live soon. It's a really cool video. You should check it out. But at the sale, someone walks up to me like, oh, yeah, you do the YouTube with like you and Commonwealth. I watch all the time. And he holds out his hand. And I'm like, trying to shake it. He's like, no, where's the sticker? I said, I'm not Commonwealth picker. I'm not giving you a sticker. I said, if you want, I can take a picture with you, but I don't have a sticker. I'm not just going to give you a sticker. You've set a bad precedent. I don't have 4,000 stickers in my pocket at all times.
Like, we're becoming human Pokestops. We got to stop this. We're not giving
we're
out
like,
stuff
we're Pokemon Go.
bring you. What happened to all the trash cash stickers?
Just give
I
me.
gave you?
I've sold all those or gave them away.
I don't know what happened to any of them. In my defense,
Kevin, just give me. You know what I should do? I've got all these pins I never sent to the Patreons. I could just give.
you should probably send those to them.
Well, I sent them, but they all came back, and I tried
Sell
to resend
those
them.
tomorrow on Dibdit.
I owe Shane some. I told him I'd give him some.
Sell those tomorrow on your Dibdit show. The
But
pineapple pins?
here's what I was gonna say. The crazy thing about the sales that just like flowed in as soon as my order was done is $100 vacuum, $50 piece of brass, like just a parrot, $140 golf charger or golf cart charger.
What the heck?
Yeah,
you
it was just
suddenly
weird.
become good at this?
$85 motorcycle helmet.
Wow.
And then a $30 item, Lighthouse, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
$20 item, camera, $15 DVD,
Is this
and then
because I
a
was on
bunch
Tech
of
and
ornaments.
Sports? Is this like starting to
Hey,
infiltrate the
speaking
podcast?
of Tekken, that kind of reminds me because I'm looking at my sales and I'm like, this isn't as good as I want to be right now. Over the last week and a half, it's okay. There's been some $400 days, 500 or whatever. But what Tech said about when you got all those tools, when you get that big buy, it really kind of fuels that thing. And I haven't had any of that. I've just piecemeal. It's all I did buy a massive clothing thing, but it's like it's clothes, right? So I haven't had that, and I want it. But today I did. I got a private pick, and brought home some good stuff. So hopefully that fuels this thing. A lot of them are books, believe it or not. A lot of Bibles and a lot of stuff, but some single stitch and some cool stuff like that. But not incredible. But
did you film it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah.
Are you okay? So, and then finally, the guy who bought 4 things, he bought all those Danbury mint ornaments.
Must have been a viewer.
San Francisco 49ers. No, he wasn't. But he did message me and asked if I'd combine shipping. He's from San Bruno, California. Is that near the 49ers?
Yeah, I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he bought 4 of those. It was like $100. That was like where I got the jacket and the field, or what was it, Wrigley Field, Candlestick Field, whatever field was theirs. Danbury. Anyways, I did good. I made like $300 on that sale or that buy.
Sheesh, you had a nice day. My today's just awful.
All of the flea markets are flooded, guys.
Yeah.
All the freaking flea markets
I did see
are
that.
flooded.
Yeah,
it's bad. Plant City, Webster, they're all underwater. And of course, Anthony is like, "Oh, my stuff's probably fine."
Yeah.
Nope, it's not. It's not fine, Anthony.
Every flea market thing I've ever touched in Florida has been either partially or completely soaking wet. Now we know why. Now we're like, it's no way it's going to dry out. We're just going to be.
Gonna start bringing gloves to the flea market.
Me. I'm going to have my nitrile or whatever gloves.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, I am concerned about Anthony's booth, especially because I do feel like he's the kind of guy who's just going to be like, "Oh, let's air it out. It's going to be fine." Yeah.
So the Febreze, put some tussin on it.
Because his stuff is already like a little bit sus as far as like the quality.
That's what I'm saying. But that's when you know it's a good flea market. It's a little wet and you don't know what substance it is. That's when you know.
It could be anything. It could be anything.
That's when you know you're going to
get
get
some
Kevin's
deals. Underpants.
You're going to get some deals.
What's that,
I
Kevin's
come off
underpants?
the comments about Carrie in his video.
What video?
What video?
And his tech video. I did a video with tech. They're all nice.
Yeah.
You did a video with tech?
It's because I know how to act like a businessman when I wore my shorts and my flip-flops for that. I wasn't just raw dogging it like here.
Look at this. I love it. Being a card seller, I got lots of nuggets from this one. Great episode. Life-changing.
What are you talking about? Is this on YouTube?
Yeah, I did me and Tech. We're kind of best friends now, and we did a podcast together.
Okay, let me look. I thought you did that like a month and a half.
You're going to be
ago.
doing a call for him?
Oh, no, it's the same one you did like a month and a half ago?
I don't think I'm that businessy to be able to really break it down.
He was waiting to release it when the viewership was low during the hurricane.
I'm Picasso.
Oh,
okay, I'm not Thomas Kincaid. Thomas Kincaid is profiting off everything, the lights and I'm Picasso. I'm just throwing stuff. I know they're both dead. But Picasso's just throwing stuff on a canvas and it's art. That's me. I'm an artist.
Did you send this picture to him?
The art of reselling.
Everybody uses that picture.
That is the worst picture.
No, I hate that picture.
You look like a frog.
I don't look good in it.
You look like a frog.
I don't have a lot to work with.
Mountain Man. You look like Troy.
Yeah, I look like I'm on the set of a Western.
Terrible picture of you. Well, whatever. I'm just saying you're beautiful in real life, Carrie. That's all I'm saying.
$33,000.
Once you turn on the podcast, you're going to be amazed by my dimples and my
So what was your suggestion to people on there, Carrie? This is how you do it. Go to the National and just buy the right.
No, I think he
it took an hour and 9 minutes to say that?
I think he just wanted a hook. That is not the way to make money in this business. That was whatever you want to call it. I will call it a blessing or kismet or whatever, but Yeah, no, I got lucky, but I also have opened up a lot of stinkers in my days, packs and box wise. But
I've always
no,
liked
but really,
it.
like what I'm doing now, like for example, you guys will find this maybe interesting, and I'm kind of slowing down a little because we're about to move. But I've made on today, like reselling, I've made like over $100 selling 3 cards that I probably have that I got in boxes actually. So I basically have them for free because the content pays for them. But like I went from selling $1.50 cards to trying to sell a lot bigger stuff. So
Well, I
times
feel like
change.
there's just an
I have not listened to
epidemic
this
of
yet. I need to.
card, an epidemic of card YouTube channels from the reseller community right now. Like, just everyone is launching their card channel.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Opening
we got
packs.
we got Soda City Herpes. He started one.
Yep.
We've got I know Rod's doing.
Well, there's
the
a new
picking
one
and
from I
punching
think
cards.
Flippin' Sports Guy. I think
Is
he
that
has
a
a
new
new
one?
one.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
no,
Who's
he has
Flippin'
another one.
Was he in the regular community? Who is he?
Yeah. That's his name, right? Flippin'
So-
Sports Guy.
Well, there's a lot
No.
of us
I've
that
got a
like
sticker here
sports
somewhere.
cards.
I'm tired. So
Did
it's
you
hard to remember.
start the trend, Carrie, or was there other smaller channels starting it, and then you did it?
The
and then you were the
first-
first big one.
The first one that I think over the years sports was before me. I think Tim started before me.
Tim
Or right-
started opening packs before you.
Tim
not
starts
opening
everything.
packs. No.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I didn't start the opening packs on. There was a guy named Junk Wax Sal who did it. He's everywhere, but he's actually pretty good. But like a lot of times when I open the old packs, I'll say there's no way I'm gonna eat the gum because his whole shtick is he eats,
He
the,
eats
gum.
the gum.
So I'm
Yeah.
I'm what's it called? I'm
Flipping the
subverting
script.
expectations. I'm trying
Flipping the
to mess with them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't want to
Gotcha.
touch it because it's probably got diseases. But I don't need to get into
The
my
gum?
OCD. I don't know.
Oh,
Death Pile Picker left us a comment on the Patreon. We know this will be a gem.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin will pinch a
How
penny
drunk
off
was
a...
he when he wrote this? Let's guess.
Who knows? Kevin will pinch a penny off a dime. Dave had a 401k and has no clue where the money is now. It's true. It's somewhere. I don't know. But it's still his. It is mine, wherever it is. And I give all the change in my ashtray to Carrie, but his future in Florida will find him set for life. I don't know. It's like he's a fortune cookie. I don't know what he's doing there. That's not even a question.
We're gonna
Mike's
be
the
good.
only person
It's a
in
proverb.
America that still has ashes in his ashtray. I think.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, they're not even
Brian
his.
Sanderson said, "Can you talk about your eBay store subscription level?"
Yeah, let's
That's
get
an
into it.
interesting question. No, I mean it's kind of interesting. What
No,
level
let's
are you,
Been
Kev?
so
Deep
long.
dive,
I guess
Kevin.
the second
Give
one
Kevin 3 minutes. Go.
Go, Kevin, go.
It's been so long. I don't even.
You're
look at
paying
It's the
for it
second
monthly?
Tier. The
You're
second
paying
tier.
for it every month. Okay.
I think that's right, unless they've changed
This
tiers.
is why we don't give you time.
Carrie,
Yeah, well,
what's your
no,
tier?
I honestly wanted to give him
Basic
time.
Store, we're $28 a month now.
I
I
believe
don't
on
really
the
see
same
much
one,
need
yeah.
for that unless you're gonna
but
like
but
get
that's
into it
not.
and have a warehouse or something.
But that's the second tier, right?
Yeah, that's second
Yeah,
tier.
I think so.
There's-
Yeah.
Back in the day, though, the basic store I think was the first tier. Now they
I'm
have
the
like
first
a,
tier that you can
like
get
a
the
beginner
free stuff.
store.
Here, wait,
Yeah,
I can
that's the
find
basic,
it.
I think.
Manage subscription. I am premium store, which is
All right.
$59.99.
Up it to Anchor and just
Yeah,
pay
that's
$3.50
probably
for no
me.
reason.
Where did
Dude,
you find it?
But mine's billed yearly. So what is that?
yeah,
What are they billing
what-
me yearly?
Where'd you find it?
Just go to store and then manage subscription.
I love it.
So wait, what is
Let's
that?
find out
How much am I
live.
paying, Carrie?
Go to
$59.95
I think,
times
I think
12.
we pay like $28 a month.
Bro,
which is
$700 they bill me, and I didn't even notice.
yearly. You just
I
have
didn't even notice I'm getting billed $700
change
a
it.
year. It's
Go down
probably
to
too
basic.
much.
I don't think you need what you have, to be honest with
Let
you.
me see.
Unless
I'm
you
gonna
got
look
like
here.
how many listings do you have?
But
do you have
Dave, if
thousands
you
of
didn't do
listings?
that, you'd be paying for those listings. Yeah, I'm
No,
premium.
you're not. Not on basic. You're not paying for
I'm
listings
premium.
on basic.
I'm premium.
No, listen. Okay,
I
so
have we have
so
infinity
I have a question
listings,
about
I
that.
think.
No.
I have a question
You don't.
about that because it says
look.
1,000 listings a month if you're basic, which is carry, and then 10,000 a month if you're us. Is that new listings or is that when it relists itself?
That's when it relists itself.
So I only have like 1,200
No,
things.
let me tell you, we have like unlimited.
Okay, so you're going to be paying 30 cents. Is it 30 cents now to
It
list
is
an
25 cents
item? 25
additional
cents
times
200.
200, yeah. So how much is that? Point.
125 cents. That's 25 is $50 more a month.
Are we talking about how many free listings?
Yeah, you only get 1,000 a month at
Oh,
your level,
1,000.
Carrie.
Yeah, 1,000.
So
and
are
then-
you paying an
But then
extra
it says you've got
25 cents a month?
additional fixed price free insertions. It's 10,000. That's what we have, and then we have an additional. So we actually have 11,000.
That's how many.
How?
No.
Yes, no.
Then you must be at the premium level.
No, I'm not premium. I don't think we're premium, dude. We also can list. It says we're allowed to list 10
You
million.
can list. Yeah.
We have 194 listed and sold, and we can list up to 10 million more. It says, which is pretty interesting. I'm not even joking. That's what it says. So we are going to get on it when we get to Florida. 10 million listings.
This is. I wonder if it'll let me.
Gosh, 10 million listings.
No.
I'd have to have people working for
Carrie,
me.
but anyways.
That's $10 million worth, Carrie.
Yeah, at least.
Hey, okay, so I think what we've decided is we really don't know what we're doing, guys.
Look.
Just let us know. Let us know if we
No,
should.
we
Me
do.
and Kevin
We
would
just
love
did
to
it.
pay less. Well, see, my thought is maybe that's only
playbook
new
for profit,
listings.
and we don't know what it is.
I could ask
Well, maybe
ChatGPT. It
look,
knows
if
everything.
you drop, it depends on how many listings you have, whether or not you should do it. But you also do get the free shipping supplies, which are ridiculously priced, and they're not, whatever. But you get 4 of those a year too, and you also get the ability in these things to go on vacation and do all that. You could do the
But you
basic.
get that with the basic one that Carrie
yeah,
has.
but Dave, how much is the basic? 20 something?
$27.
Yeah, it's $27.99.
Okay. Then you'd be paying $50 extra for those extra 200. Then that makes it more than
you're
what
right
paying.
about how it works. Carrie
What do you
would have
mean, if I'm
noticed.
right? You
Carrie
read
has
it.
5,000 listings. He would have noticed if he was paying 25 cents
Carrie.
every time.
Carrie.
That's true.
Yeah,
He's making
Carrie.
a solid. Kevin's making
That's
a
his
good
name.
point.
What?
No, but it is me though.
No, you wouldn't have noticed 25 cents times 5,000 listings? That's a lot of money.
It's like 40.
I feel like
it's
you
like
would've-
$40.
No.
I wouldn't have noticed it.
No, it's $1,200. It's $1,200, Carrie. Carrie does not
We
lose
would've-
$1,200 and not notice it.
That's true. That is true.
If
that's
it
what
was
I'm saying.
really,
That's not
my
happening.
thing. So
I
I
play
your
dumb
basic
on TV,
level?
but I'm actually just
All right.
below average
First of all,
intelligence.
I was wrong. There's the starter, which is $4.95 a month. Then there's the basic.
Yeah, which says 1,000 listings a month, but Carrie
What do you
had
get for Anchor?
5,000
Can we
listings.
go through Anchor? I'm curious. What do you get for Anchor?
25,000 listings.
Do you get to be like
and
Kevin? Why didn't they ship?
You get lower fees if you go to the Anchor, I believe.
Why didn't they ship
Mm-hmm.
you out to eBay Open, Kevin? They had all the big wigs there. You're in their back pocket. Why didn't they ship you out?
Yeah. Did you read all that?
You
crap?
do not
That
get
guy-
lower. You do not get lower fees
Oh.
on Anchor.
on Anchor. No,
I
you
think
don't.
you
I'm
do.
looking at it right now. It
Well,
says
now
final
you're gonna
value
make
fees.
me look at it because I can tell you.
Okay. All right. Well, guys,
All
this
right,
has
I'm gonna
been.
look
Let's
at it.
not have this conversation. We're clearly
Use your
useless and
Teacher
have
of
no
the Year
knowledge.
skills and read
Go
it
follow
and then
the
tell us
Here you
profit
go.
playbook.
Anchor, $299.95 1-year plan for high volume sellers who want lower fees.
Then how come it says final value fees 2.5 to 15%, just like everything else?
Well, probably because they are, but they might be lower within that range depending on the category.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't have the
know,
breakdown.
But that's what it
I don't
says.
have the breakdown. Okay. Anyways, the point is somehow Carrie was paying $12.50 a month for extra listings without realizing it. I don't understand how that was working, but
Or he doesn't have that plan, and Dawn knows what she's
Dawn,
doing.
it's Dawn's thing.
They
she
probably
He
have a
probably
premium
pays
plan.
the monthly fee anyways. He probably doesn't pay
75,
the
but he
yearly.
would notice that too because it
Dave,
was
first of all,
75
you're
at
not-
Dude,
premium.
I have not had Caitlin Clark money my whole life, so I probably would have noticed.
Yeah, probably.
Guys, can you please help us in the comments? We're all
How
very
do
lost here.
eBay
No, I
make
got it right.
sell go?
I
Let us
do.
know.
I will say I've been watching Fallout. It's really good on Amazon.
Oh,
You watch that
10,000.
yet?
I like the
Carrie,
opening
The premium
scene.
is 10,000
That's
a
good.
month. The basic is 1,000 a month.
That's what I'm saying. I think he must be at premium.
No, but I think they
Otherwise,
gave
they'd
us.
be
They
charging
just
a
gave us.
fortune.
I think it's because I'm an influencer.
Oh,
Maybe
because you're in their pocket.
Oh,
Hey, speaking
you're
of,
bought
this
and
guy-
sold.
is that because of the payments they give us behind closed doors,
Mm-hmm.
Kevin?
Yes, that's
Gosh,
probably what it is.
Did you see that guy's comments? in
No,
there?
what
He's like,
comments?
they push. Now you'll be a good person to talk about this. Does
All right, let's go.
eBay push your store for free because
Yes,
you're on YouTube?
yes. Yeah, right.
I don't know. They're not doing a very good job if they are.
Seriously, this is ridiculous. I'm like,
I got
give me
so
a
many
break.
$1.50 sales because I'm an influencer. Probably. I don't know.
All I do is talk bad about them. I can't imagine them pushing it.
Seriously, that's my point.
All Dave does
I'm-
is that, and he sells knives on Mercari until they tell him to stop for good. But he'll get out of
Yeah,
it.
that's right. And then it'll do it.
Well,
on
Mercari
accident.
does seem to love me. They've
They
booted me
don't
like
even
5
care,
times.
dude.
They just keep
We're
bringing
just,
me back.
we
we're
gotta
just
have-
joshing
You're
about
fired
the
again.
knives. Just stop it. We're not.
Oh,
this
Dave,
guy-
you're so silly. Stop
You're
it.
silly with the
Make-
knives, Dave.
You're so silly with that.
This is what the Profit Playbook podcast was
no,
like.
listen, I sold a machete. I
Mm-hmm.
sold one with Danny Trejo. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Remember that guy from the movie Machete?
Yeah, he was also in a lot of other movies.
So I sold it Wednesday. And, well, actually, I sold it Tuesday. I shipped it Wednesday. There was something coming on Wednesday called a hurricane, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so I dropped it off. Now, when I went there, she would not let me scan them. She said her internet was out. And so I said, okay, well, you'll scan them for me. She said, yeah, I'll scan them for me. She didn't, of course, right? That's fine, whatever. But she sent them out. I talked to her just yesterday, or was it Saturday when I dropped off some packages. She said they all went out. So they go out probably Thursday would be my guess, or Wednesday. I don't know. There's a hurricane. It could have gone out as late as Friday. Whatever. Either way, I get this message super angry from the guy like, hey, this is ridiculous. I can't believe that you haven't sent them yet. They haven't been scanned in. You need to give me a refund immediately or I'm going to report you. And I'm like, listen, it's UPS Ground Advantage, which is 2 to 5 business days. It has been, and it's coming from a Hurricane Milton, ground zero. And you're yelling at me and telling me to give you a refund.
Did you tell them all that?
Yeah, I did. I said it's been 1 to 2 business days. And, you need to at least give it till the middle of next week. I'm not going to refund you.
Yesterday or tomorrow, when we're recording this, is a holiday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. So really, realistically, technically, it doesn't need to get there till Thursday.
Yeah.
According to their policies. And they probably took, I know they took a whole day off down here, the mailman.
Just tell them you're going to report him.
So he wrote me back, and I haven't read it yet. I thought I could read it on the channel and see it. Let's
sure
see. He sent 3 messages. He sent 3 messages since I said
they're
that.
They're going to be very understanding, I bet.
Or they could be all identical. You ever get that crap? It's like you get a message and then there's like 2 of them or 3 of them that are identical.
Okay,
it's like,
so his first one is, do you have a copy of the receipt? No, I don't, because I just left him
the tracking number.
I've got it. Well, it doesn't show checked in, and that's what he's fussing about.
But you still have the tracking number.
That's true.
Yeah.
I talked to the post office on Saturday, and they said they have no record of it being dropped off. Okay, yeah, if it didn't get scanned in, that's correct.
Mm-hmm.
And then he sent a third message that said, it's just a screenshot of the tracking number. So I guess that's all. Okay, so he hasn't said anything beyond that. I'm just going to ignore him until mid next week. And
don't
check the track number.
Why not? What happens when you respond to people. Stop responding.
I already explained it to him. What should I say now?
Connection. Does he have a phone number available? You could call him.
Oh.
What?
I could.
That would suck.
No, that's the best way to diffuse the thing. Call them if they have it available. Give them a call.
Let's call. Should we call him right now?
Well, Dave maybe shouldn't.
10:20 at night.
Somebody else.
Do it.
Hey, you're harassing me, you
going?
piece of crap. I think
10:20.
Virginia.
Oh well, it's 10:20 then.
Oh, dude, someone just sent me a message about a comic too. A Daredevil. Would you take 600?
Do it.
How much do you got listed for?
690.
Oh yeah, do it, baby.
Oh, yeah,
do I have offers turned on?
Man, you're having a great week.
I'm just gonna change it to $600. I'm just gonna. Should I change the price to 600? Yes, that's what I'll do.
Oh, you have an offer out on it already?
Yeah.
I don't. I just say buy it and leave me a message in the reseller or in the thing that says
in the reseller locker room.
No, in the message to the
Leftovers podcast.
Is it then gonna, if I have a sale applied to it, if I change it to 600, will it be 600 then minus the sale?
That's a good question.
Or no?
Yes, it will.
It will?
I believe so, yeah. If you have a sale already applied to it.
I don't want to do that.
Just send them a message, say, leave me a note in the message to buyer when you purchase, or message to seller when you purchase it, that I said yes. Say, I have an offer out on this already, so I can't send you an offer, and then I'll refund you the difference.
It didn't seem to apply it, though. I just changed it to 600 and it's saying 600. Or do you think it'll add the discount later? That's risky.
I don't know. Maybe somebody call tech.
Yeah.
So just call him. You got his number. Send him a text.
I'm just going to message him and say I just updated it to 600.
I'm sure that's what tech wants.
The Profit
from
Playbook
his
podcast
eBay
would
questions.
know the answer to this question.
Why don't you start it out by asking how his day is and not just try to take from tech.
Just ease into it.
I'll keep refreshing it and see if it accidentally goes down to 400. That would really suck.
Or
if it
look
did
up the item
off.
itself on eBay and see what it comes up as.
Yeah, well, right now it's showing the 600, but yeah, I'll check. Let me see. I originally listed it for 800. It's on a 30%.
Kevin, why don't you just text Meg Whitman and ask?
Yeah,
and see if
Meg.
she knows.
Where's old Meg these days?
Isn't
Meg. Is she like the CEO of Google or something?
Oh, no. She was the one who used to be the CEO of eBay.
Retired.
What is she doing?
Yeah, I have her autograph card.
Did you buy it from me?
Yeah, I bought it from you, dude. It's dope.
Meg Whitman, let's see. She is 68 years old. She is currently... I don't know.
She was an ambassador to Kenya.
Yeah, it says United States Ambassador to Kenya. Assumed office. She still is. Ambassador
she is
to Kenya.
The ambassador. Wow. So that's like Kevin's going to go from this to the mayor of Bedford to one of the top tier eBay employees and then ambassador to the Iberian Peninsula.
Here you go. She's best known for taking eBay from a 5.7 million to 8 billion from 98 to 2008. That's kind of a good time to be in charge, though. 1998 to 2008.
Pretty much everything.
Changed.
Yeah.
Okay, so Craig McLaughlin...
Pets.com. That one did well.
Craig McLaughlin asked a question that raises additional questions, and it's interesting. It says, with the pending lawsuits against Whatnot, here's what I think is a great question. Of all the sites that are used to resell on, which is the least seller-friendly and buyer-friendly? I think personally there are different answers for both, but would love to hear your opinions and thoughts. Can we talk about the lawsuits? What lawsuits? I don't know about this. Do you guys know about this?
I'd be talking about breaking and stuff like that.
Well, what I've been hearing a lot lately is people coming after this is not, I don't think what he's talking about. You know, you can't do auctions in Illinois and all these states that are coming after, you know, all these individual sellers and whatever, but I don't think that's it. I'm
going to ask ChatGPT then.
Wait a minute. Here we go. Is involved in pending lawsuit Torah versus Whatnot, where the plaintiff claims that Whatnot's website violates the Americans with Disabilities Act. The plaintiff alleges that the website is not accessible to people who are blind or visually impaired.
Okay. Okay, here we go. There's Gill versus Whatnot. So what is the Gill versus Whatnot lawsuit? This is good content.
The legal portion of
legal content. Who are the lawyers out there? Case involves Alexandria Gill as a plaintiff suing Whatnot. The specific details, not details, although details would be interesting, are not fully outlined in the public records, but it likely involves legal claims related to Whatnot's platform or business practices given its role in peer-to-peer sales. So I don't know.
That gave us no information.
No.
Well, you know, my wife does this thing where she volunteers for this. Any blind person can call you, and
I've heard of that.
Yeah, and she does that. And like if they need help, like reading this thing or do whatever,
or like wipe a turd and they can't really see. She can be like left cheek.
Gosh, what are we do? We're talking about something.
We don't talk about. Come on, we don't talk about.
Everyone
turds
wipes,
on this
Kevin.
Podcast.
Pooping is real. It's a real thing.
We're one of the few reselling podcasts that are practical enough to actually talk
and
about
everyone
wiping.
Poops. It's the ultimate equalizer.
I've been around a lot of resellers, and there's a lot of people not wiping, and we want to make sure people be wiping.
6-figure, 7-figure, they're all pooping. No matter what level of reseller. 4-figure, they're pooping
Everybody
too. Everyone
poops
the same.
A few people, and I can name them.
The Commonwealth picker. But that's just because the hemorrhoids block the whole...
And you know who they are? They're all dead people. They stop pooping.
Okay, so I don't know much about the lawsuits.
Rutherford B. Hayes. He doesn't know.
The real question was, which is the least seller friendly, which is the most seller friendly?
I think seller friendly is Whatnot for sure.
The least, least. He wants the least seller friendly. Yes.
Least
Mercari, because you just post on there and never sell anything.
Least seller friendly is Facebook, without a doubt.
Yeah, Facebook.
100%.
Without a doubt, Facebook
100%.
is the least seller friendly.
Is this still available?
Yeah, is this available? And then you can't find the listing, and it's 6 months old, and it says $1, but it's $600.
I've sold like random things on Facebook from like 3 years ago, just randomly, or people
it's
like
also
asking
the
them,
least
how's it?
garage seller, sailor.
Oh my gosh, it's so hard to find garage
it's ridiculous.
sales on there.
I mean, I see stuff on there that I literally have seen for 2 years. I'm like, get this stupid thing off of there.
I messaged them.
Before Whatnot, where Facebook was going to be the site. I legitimately for about 6
Harry
months
Tornado
Facebook
told me it was
the
going to be
future.
the site. I believe.
Yeah, that's your first sign. They ain't going to happen.
Yeah, that guy don't know.
He sold out for a while. He's like, no.
I message them. So if they have their thing up still from 3 years and I went to the sale 3 years ago, I'll message and be like, hey, is this still going on tomorrow? And I just keep doing it every time I see it. Can't wait to see you tomorrow.
I hate it. I would say maybe half of the things you find on there, there's no date. There's nothing. And I'm like, so I just message them like, is this tomorrow? And I never get a response. You know, I hate that. I
I think this is working.
The worst thing is like trying to contact somebody on Bonanza. You have to send mail and you have to wait for them to
Oh yeah,
respond.
Bonanza's not
Hey,
very
speaking of
friendly.
the
You have to get
Garage
it.
Sailor app, I pulled up Lynchburg this weekend because I was having trouble finding a bunch of sales, and there wasn't that many in Lynchburg. And I pulled it up, and there was one. And then I pulled up Greensboro, which is where my boy was playing a tournament. And I had already sent him off with our friend, and we were going to go down the next day. And I found a 26 house community sale 5 miles from where he was playing. I'm like, oh God,
So you
I
didn't
should have
watch
just
your
gone.
son play baseball?
So Kevin missed the baseball.
Yeah.
So Kevin ditched his son to go
For
yard
profit,
sale.
for money.
Oh,
Which
come
actually
on.
makes
Why
a
I
lot
don't
of
go
have
to
kids
so
because
many.
I wouldn't do that to them.
Whatever. He's got got
Don't worry,
6
Turner.
straight
I'll play fake
Saturdays
catch with
and
you
That's all
later.
right.
An hour and
It's just
50 minutes
memories that
away.
you'll never forget, but you don't have them. So
Whatever,
you didn't go.
dude. I go to
They're not,
tons
yeah.
of them. I go
Courtney
on
Robbins
Sundays,
Nest.
I
Courtney
go-
Robbins Nest said, "What do you think about the story of the seller who lost their account over an antique pill press?"
Wow.
What do you
I
think of
don't
that
know.
story?
Never heard of it. But Courtney, Harley Davidson stuff for sale. Shopcommons.net today at noon. I got a lot. She buys Harley stuff all the time.
What?
Oh, I'm
What?
sorry, Courtney.
What?
I'm sorry
We're
that I
gonna
gave
bleep
him the
that
She
out.
was at our
quality.
event. You don't even know who she is.
I know exactly who she is. I just would never treat her like
Her husband's
that.
a poker
Yeah,
player.
it's not.
Wow.
Listen, we don't. We
She's a
just are
good
glad you're
reseller.
asking questions. We're not trying to sell you anything here. It's just Kevin.
We're just
going
going to answer your question. What do I think about it? I think I
No,
never
Dave's
heard
trying
about
to
it.
sell you plush.
I
What's
think
the
I
question?
never heard about it.
Never heard
What do you
about
think
what?
about someone getting banned from eBay for selling an antique pill press?
Answer the question, Kevin.
I mean,
I
it's
think
drug
Rockstar should do a
paraphernalia.
video
It's in that zone, drug paraphernalia,
Yeah.
probably, and that's how it got
I don't even know
banned.
what does a pill crusher do. Is it what's it called? A pill what?
Whatnot is being sued
Press.
by
I
a
imagine
customer
it presses things into a pill shape.
who
Yeah,
alleges
I
you
guess.
probably shouldn't be selling that.
who alleges his son
seem
spent
like a good idea.
$67,000 in a 2-hour span on sports cards breaks.
Who did this?
Whatnot is being sued by a customer who alleges his son spent $67,000 in the span of 2 hours on a sports card break.
Dude, it happens.
I went to a
How
guy's
does that
sale.
happen?
And his mom was
there's-
making fun of him the whole time. His mom's like, "Yeah, I'm so proud of my son. He sells cardboard for a living." And she was making fun of him for being a whatnot seller, and he sells Pokemon cards. But he was saying he has $11,000 auctions all the time. Just so it doesn't surprise me, someone bigger would have a $67,000
there is
auction.
the new thing. So you guys know who Victor? Do you know who Victor Wembanyama is?
No,
Dave?
well, yeah, you've said his name.
I know
before.
Kevin does.
You've said his name.
So they came out with a new product, which
I
is
saw that
only
kid
him.
pull it on Golden.
Yeah. So their new product is called Mercury, and it's $8,000 a box, and you get 5 cards. You're guaranteed like 2 autos and numbered cards. It's kind of I wouldn't be investing in it or selling it because I can't afford it.
Somebody, and I immediately thought about cards. They were talking about, you seize the opportunity when you can find things that have value to sell them. But if you can't, try to create value out of nothing. And I thought, I was like, that is pretty much what the card business is.
what Kevin
these days.
does.
They're creating value.
That's what they're doing. They're doing
Actually,
like
it is in some sense.
there's a lot of
Plush enema
artificial
guy
scarcity.
says.
So do you know what Tops Now is, Kevin? Have you heard of Tops
No.
Now? So what happens is, here's an example of what happened. Shohei Ohtani, he's a baseball player, Dave. He had 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases. First time ever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Tops Now is like a print-on-demand product that Tops does. And
But they
released
limit it.
to as many as people want to buy. They could sell 500,000 of them, or
Mm-hmm.
they could sell 40 of them. But what they guarantee is somebody can get the one-of-one autograph inscribed. So it's kind of, and they have numbered parallels in there.
Basically.
Yeah.
But-
I mean,
but
it
even-
So the more people that
borderline,
buy in,
it's
the less
debatable,
likely
but
you
yeah,
are to
that's what
get
it
it.
feels like.
I mean, the
And-
business was dying because there was no. It came back because of created scarcity. Yes.
So yeah,
Yeah.
and that's the problem. Right now, they're making so many one-of-ones meaning the only card of this type in existence. They're making so many parallels that have so many different colorways and designs that it's diluting the product and the future in a lot of ways. But it got big because they did the Team USA, LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant card. And they guaranteed the possibility at a 101 autograph, which would be the first time that like LeBron had signed for Topps or something. I forgot what the deal was. And they ended up selling 30,000 of those cards. And then people are filming it, expecting to get this 1-of-1. People are offering bounties like golden, like the $1 million range for that card.
But it's all created. I mean, you can make the argument that that's what they did with.
But if Shohei Ohtani or whatever has 100,000 one-of-one cards in 20 years, then
what have we talked?
Who's going to want which specific one?
Something that is made to be collectible, right? Oftentimes isn't.
Well,
doesn't end up being collectible.
Guy who builds
the old stuff is collectible because it was in bicycle spokes and their moms threw it away. There's not a lot of good condition ones available.
They did this in a market that already had a base of collectors. It's not like it's not like Funko Pops and they're like, here you go, this is a 101 or whatever. So, like, for instance, look, what's the Mickey Mantle? Was that a Bowman? What's the famous Mickey Mantle?
It's the 52 Tops is the main
Tops. It's 52 Tops.
There is a 51 Bowman.
Okay. 51, so the 52 Tops Mickey Mantle is, and that was not they didn't create that thing thinking anything. It just was scarce.
Well, they created those cards to sell bubble gum. That was a way to sell bubble gum. Not even it wasn't even about the cards.
Like back in the day, they did it to sell tobacco.
Exactly.
Tobacco, says the Kevin Southerner.
Nothing sold tobacco.
Okay, so please,
like
that's enough.
Cards.
My brain, please. Oh my gosh. Smiley Thrifter Marianne said, "What type of items have you lost money on in the past?"
Dave, go ahead.
So lately, sewing patterns. That was my bad buy. Most recently. How about you, Carrie?
I sold them on Shop Commons. They sell. Really.
Wow. I mean,
I still have them. I still have a ton. Maybe I should put them on
and
there.
I've done a recent video of buying and saying not to buy this exact item, bobbleheads. They seem to have slowed down for me. And there's a lot of nuance with bobbleheads. If you get the Shohei one that just was released at Dodger Stadium 2 months ago, you could flip that if you pay enough. But some of the 10-year-old ones aren't worth that much.
I paid $200 for a pair of shoes with Dave at Uncle Mark's garage
They were
sale.
fake.
And they were fake.
Wow. Yeah.
Yep.
But you deserved it. You deserved to come down a peg.
Yeah.
I still have them. It's like those things that keep you humble, though. So there's kind of like a positive to it.
What should I do with it?
You should probably just sell them on Whatnot. There's no punishment over there for selling fakes.
Did you see what our buddy
they're getting
found?
sued?
I don't know if I should say this or not. You see what our buddy on Whatnot found besides his bald head and tattoo? You didn't see it? Oh, I might have to tell you after the show. Yeah. I don't know. It looked like it was on a Whatnot live show, and I'm like, you should probably delete this. But
he texted me a video. I think I never looked at it.
You should.
Was it something in the bins?
Yeah,
I'll look at it now.
Was it an adult item? Because we found that in Vegas.
No, it wasn't. Well, it was kind of an adult item, but anyway, I don't know if it should be.
Is it in a suitcase? He's opening a suitcase. The suitcase looks empty. I'm just gonna tell you. Okay, he's pulling on the straps. Now he's showing another bit of the suitcase. Now he's flipping it over.
Is perked.
Well, maybe we should ask him before we publish this, though.
What is the point of a tattoo on your head when you're just gonna grow your hair back?
Well, maybe he's
money
not
and time.
Grow his hair back.
Maybe he's.
No, they always do. They always do.
preparation
I know a
for
bunch of
being
guys
old.
have done this.
It's like I
know a bunch of guys who have done this. They all grow their hair back.
Look. There's no decisions
It's
you
a little
made 10 or
baggy.
15 years ago that you regret now. So he'll be fine with it in the future.
What am I about
sure.
to see, Kevin?
Is he opening
It's a little
it?
baggy. Yeah, it's
It
a little
took
baggy.
a little while to get there.
Oh my gosh, guys!
The
this
suspense
is it. So
is-
something's happening. Something's happening here.
The
suspense is
great
killing me.
podcast.
Keep
Pretty
the sound
sure
off,
people-
Kev. Do I keep the sound off?
Yeah, I'd keep the sound off.
I would keep
probably
it very
shouldn't have
off.
said
You guys are
anything.
seeing me react to whatever this shocking item is.
You got to look at the screen.
Oh,
look
is
at
that
us.
It's just a pew pew,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, is it?
But it's a tiny little one that is like
That's
I don't know. I don't know how you'd
It's a
use
nice
it.
one.
It's a that's at the bins he found. That's a little scary.
Hey, man. It's Houston, dude.
Dodgy Trousers said, about 2 years ago, I stopped putting packing slips in my boxes when shipping out eBay packages.
Yeah.
Do you have any pro tips on things you do or do not do to save time and
Packing
streamline your
slips. Why are
reselling
you even
process?
bothering with that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let me tell you.
forget about the bubble wrap too. Forget about the box even.
Look,
just put the label on the
You
item.
you get a
drop it
Target
off.
bag. You get a Target bag and you throw it in the bag. You don't even have to put a label on it. Just tell the
You're
people where you
wasting
want
a
it
lot
to
of
go and
time,
walk
Dodgy
out.
Trousers, and money. Deathpile Picker said, or do what I did apparently
Can't you
with
give
that
this
guy's
guy a
machete.
tip?
Just don't even ship it out.
Does anybody put the packing slips in?
I did ship it out.
I think the packing
I don't even
slip
put
is
them in.
overkill
I didn't put
for
them
the
in
most
whatnot.
part.
I certainly don't put them in did orders. I don't put it in.
It's just extra work for a very rare
These
occasion.
things are.
I put them in the
expensive.
whatnot orders. I put them in the whatnot orders if I want to remind them of how good of a deal they got.
Think of all the
Like,
pennies
look,
you could save.
you
by
guys,
not doing
you're
that.
really screwed me on this
only
one.
does
Look at your packing
Dave
slip.
only does it to be passive aggressive.
Yeah. Like if you see the packing slip, it's because I'm a little sad with how little you paid me, guys. I'm just saying. Send cash. Okay, so Mike responded and said, "Hire your kids and just do nothing." I think he might be referencing Kevin there.
That is something Kevin does.
Ray started to do a little bit more work now that.
Well, she has to since you fired Bubba's fiance.
Fire her.
You said, "Get out of here. Go get a real job." How's he doing? Isn't he a car dealer or something like that, Bubba?
No. He works
Wait,
for
you said he got a
drink.
fancy
oh,
job?
no, he did work for Enterprise, but he has a different job now.
Oh, they're by your side. Enterprises.
Yeah.
Enterprise is by your side.
Let's just say I get a lot of free energy drinks.
Is it one we know of? Red Bull? Monster?
So, yeah, you know.
Wait, what's the other one that's popular? Celsius? What are the other popular? We're just doing energy.
I don't know.
Cajun.
There's
Let
different
Kevin be
brands,
Cajun.
but I think they're all owned by the same company with this. I don't know what the deal is.
Okay,
know
so
if
I
he
don't
wants
even
me
know
to
if I
talk
want to
about what
ask
he
this
does.
question, but I'm going to ask it. The Quirky Picker Chad, this is going to go into some real boring territory where I'm going to take like a little nap. For Kevin and Carrie, tomorrow is Columbus Day. What are your thoughts on
my
Christopher
gosh.
Columbus?
Well, I could talk forever, so you're right.
This is a trap.
First of all, well, yeah, it is a trap. I'm not a huge fan of statues for people and holidays for people. I like ideas better than
If
This
they
is the beginning of Kevin being canceled. Let him continue.
No. If they pitched a Commonwealth Picker Day and had a statue
he'd
of Kevin,
be
he'd
all
go
over
for
it.
it.
No,
He'd
I
be like,
would
yeah,
not.
yeah.
He wouldn't even care.
As
if
long
the
as
statue
the
was
Commonwealth
nude, he would
Day
do it.
included like a little drop box for tips, like as long as you got to put a little cash in for the
All
Commonwealth.
I know about Christopher
annually.
Columbus is he sailed the ocean blue in 1992. That's all I know.
1492. 1492.
What
Death
people
Pile
don't
Picker
get
responded.
is in my
to everyone's
opinion
question.
one of the three. If you're not talking religion in any sense or major philosophy, that is one of the top three events in human history. The Columbian Exchange, the Western Hemisphere and Eastern Hemisphere coming together. Top three. So if you're going to talk
What's
about
the
a
other
person's
two?
most
What's the other
influential,
two? The
even if it was
Jazz
by
reaching the
accident.
NBA Finals in 1996 would be
And
the
Carrie getting on TikTok.
Yeah, Carrie
Those are
on
number
TikTok.
1, 2, and 3.
Carry on
Industrial
TikTok.
Revolution, invention
Columbus
of farming.
stuff.
If you want to go back that far.
The invention of farming.
If you want to, I don't.
Oh,
I
this
don't
is an
agree with
interesting
that
question.
historically. I think
This is
farming
an
always
interesting
existed,
question.
but that's me.
Cowtown Picker said, has your reselling lifestyle changed your kids' attitudes towards shopping? Do they seem to shop for themselves, or are they thinking about how something may resell when they are done?
I
with
will
it?
tell you this. I don't know about shopping, but well, yeah, if Turner wants something, he will look it up and find the best price because he knows I won't buy it unless it's like the best price on eBay. So he looks it up, finds the best price, and says, "Hey, can I buy this?" And then I say yes.
So the way it impacted Turner is it let him know his dad's a cheapskate.
No, well, he
That's-
knows how
that's
to
what
work the
it's done for
system
Turner.
because he'll tell his mom, "Can I have this?" And she'll say yes, but you have to pay for it, and then she'll buy it and forget to ever get the money. Where I say, "Yes, you can buy it. Give me the money, and I'll buy it for you." And then he does it, unless it's something that's like a necessity, and then we buy it for him.
Mine, I feel like in the beginning when I first got into it, they really became like thrifty and they wanted to go yard selling to find certain items. But now they're to the point, like the teenagers at least, where they kind of look down on secondhand goods
Really?
and they become like
Well,
snooty about
they
it.
know
They're like, I want
You
new
have
stuff,"
cooking
you
daddy
know? Like,
money now, so cooking daddy needs to pay for real stuff.
I guess
now.
so. Callie though is still all about like getting the best deal possible, and
I feel like
sending
Callie is
dollar.
the most likely one to become.
She
a
is the most
long-term.
flippery. Out
Well,
of all my
here's
kids.
what Turner told me the other day. He wants a new baseball glove, and I said, maybe you'll get one for Christmas. And he's like, Christmas? He's like, yeah, because the season's going on. And he said, can we go look for one at Play It Again or Dick's? And I was like, yeah. And he went in and looked and figured out which one he wanted. And then what?
That's a funny store name.
Anyway, he picked out what he wanted in those stores, and he's like, we can get it cheaper on eBay. You got,
It's just so dumb. This is such a dumb podcast. Why did they name it Dick's? We're gonna talk
Can
about
I
it.
tell you a story?
That?
This
What
was
kind of name is
this.
that
I
for a
should say this
store?
story, but I was my parents used to operate. They used to manage a storage unit in Oregon, or no, in
Oregon.
Arizona.
Oregon.
And I literally
Oregon.
I was. This is a long Oregon. It was
Oregon's
in
a dick.
And
Sorry.
but I literally typed in, and this is way back. I typed in Dix.com.
Oh,
Yeah,
awkward.
and you got
on the
Dix.com.
computer.
You got exactly
Is
what
that
you
not
My
their
mom
typed
was
website?
behind me. We were looking for a gift for my dad, and this is like 20. This is
That
like
is their
when Dix
website,
started.
Kevin. That is their website.
But it didn't used to be.
Okay.
I believe it didn't used to be.
I
This
just
is
played a little
on.
Russian roulette there, but yeah, it was actually
Dave
their website.
did some research for us.
It is their website, so you're good.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Try
That is
.net.
great.
Try .net. See what happens.
I bet they own that too. You know, it's a big company. I'm sure they
No,
own it
yeah,
all. Yeah. Although it's
crazy.
spinning. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's see what happens here. I don't know. Okay, so I Love Vintage New York City said, do you guys work 7 days a week? Do you have any designated downtime? Kevin only lives in the world of downtime. I try to take some breaks, but yes, I do work 7 days a week right now, even though maybe I shouldn't. Carrie, you work every day.
I'm always working, but I got a PS5 recently. I've been playing my video games a little bit. I'm proud of myself.
I tried to take a few hours on Wednesday afternoon.
Oh, it's sold. It's sold. The comic sold.
Nice.
$600.
For
$600, dude.
So now we know the answer to the question.
Could I have a $600 loan? No repayment.
Well, I think. Let me look at the actual sale page. I certainly
480.
hope it's not. Yeah, let's see. Hold on.
480, 420.
Summary
420.
selling. It better say 600.
This would be so Dave if it didn't.
we get to
Where
see
is it?
the creation of a thumbnail live.
Awaiting shipment. Awaiting payment. Wait, where? It's not even showing at all. All right, what were you saying? Keep saying the thing you were saying.
I was saying, I don't remember what I was talking about.
Yes, 600.
I got no
651 after
Nice.
after shipping.
Nice.
And
Very
tax.
good. On Mercari, that would have only costed that guy, cost that guy.
Are you gonna go? Are you gonna splurge and get a
$7.50?
Krabby Patty meal at Wendy's?
Dude, that's
Kinda
really
wanted one of
underwhelming.
those.
That's really
I've
underwhelming. I've seen the
heard they're
videos.
terrible.
To
Yeah.
say the
Yeah.
least. It doesn't even have. They're not even wrapped in.
No, it doesn't even. It's not even themed to SpongeBob.
I want the
Except for
I want
the
the Addams
Frosty
Family
thing.
Burger King
Yeah.
meal is what I want because it's purple
They don't
bun,
give
and
you
I'm
a
sure
toy,
that's
nothing. You don't
sanitary.
get nothing. I mean, I was disappointed. Turner was disappointed. Bad. Except for they did have SpongeBob on the restaurant. It was on the TV, so maybe that's, something. And then he didn't even want the burger. He's like, "Can you eat the burger and just get me a junior bacon?" I'm like, "Dude, whatever."
Cricker stuff said, since you're now over 40 years old, is your reselling allowing you to save for your retirement? That's a good.
That's
question.
a great question. I want to know.
No,
Dave.
no, that's why I need to get a smaller house. I'm not putting
For
anything
real?
towards it right now.
You don't
Not
have
since I
any-
quit my job. I have a ton from my job. Like I have a lot saved up in my. It's a rollover IRA now.
And you've put it in mutual funds, right?
It's in mutual funds, yeah. So it's sitting there and it's grown like thousands
growing
this year.
like crazy.
Like
Thousands, probably more than that.
30, 40,000 this year,
Yeah,
like big
yeah.
growth. And it's not that huge. Anyway, so yes, I have that, but I haven't added anything to it since I quit my job. Which,
Just
I'm
get a
trying
Roth
to. No, I
IRA,
have a
dude.
Roth IRA, and I'm thinking just do the max at the end of the year. But that's like kind of the lazy man way to
You
do
want
it.
dollar cost averaging. You want to put it in you want to put it in incrementally.
Yeah, but at this point in the year, I was kind of just thinking, by the end of the year, I'll throw it all in there.
Yeah.
I'd like to get to a less tight space where like it's easy to not only fill a Roth, but also
Yeah,
put
you guys,
money into
you
some
guys
other
need to
stuff.
teach me this stuff.
Yeah.
No, you want to first fill the Roth.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
completely
that's what I'm saying.
for
I
you
want to
and
do.
Tina.
I don't know.
I want to
who
do
he
a
is.
full Roth for me and Tina, but then also invest into regular I don't know, index fund or something, just to have it diversified. But
Well,
I'm doing nothing
You
right
can
now.
put money in an index fund in a Roth. You can do anything. You could buy gold and silver in a Roth.
Like
if
add
you
to my
want.
current Roth that I rolled over from the 401k, or do I need to open a new one?
No, a Roth is just a house.
Oh, not a Roth. I mean my IRA. So I'll fill the Roth, right? And I can put it in index funds or whatever. But beyond that, what do you do? Do you then do like more into an IRA, or do you do something that you can take out whenever you want?
Once you've filled your Roth completely,
Yeah.
you're going to be paying taxes on what you're making.
Yeah.
So that's not to say it's not a good investment, because what else is the other option? Your money's going to sit there and inflate away.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, you could. I mean,
I was
real
just trying to
estate,
figure
you
out
could
if
put
I.
it in anything.
Well, yeah, that'd
But
be
there's
really that's what I
tax
should do.
protected about
I
it.
should save up to buy a rental property. That's what I should do after filling the Roth.
But
yes, Carrie,
even
we'll
if
teach
you're
you
doing
this stuff.
that, even if you're doing that, Dave, you still need to put it in an instrument that's making you money in order
More
to,
so than a
to
high
do
yield
that.
savings account.
You can actually put real estate in a Roth IRA.
Carrie, oh my gosh, have you put your money in a Roth savings account or a high yield savings account?
No.
I just thought of that. Dude, they have, like, every bank, call your bank, they probably have a high yield savings account that'll give you 4% interest. If that money's just sitting in your account,
Yeah.
you put it into that and you're going to be making hundreds a month just doing nothing, just not touching it. You're going to make hundreds a month.
Seriously? I just go in and talk to them? And okay.
Ask them if they have a high yield savings account. Ask them if they have a high yield savings account. I'll text you what it's called.
I'm being serious. I didn't know that.
Better yet, just wait till I get down there. You need to do that like ASAP.
I honestly need your guys' help. I'm not even joking.
And when you go down there, I would also take it and start your Roth IRA and start contributing a little bit to, even if it's just tiny bit, just have the instrument ready so that when your income goes up, you can just bump it a little bit.
I've only been putting it into Dogecoin, which I don't know if
that's actually good.
Great.
Yeah,
dude,
that's what
I made
Boogie
money
did.
on Dogecoin during that nonsense.
I have a little bit in stocks, but very little.
Okay, so if you have $34,000 in a high yield savings account at 4% APR, you earn $100 a month in interest. Just leaving it there, you're gonna earn $100 a month. Like, why not? And it's no risk.
That's
and
kind
if
of
you don't put it
for
in
the
there,
most part is to use as little of that money as humanly possible.
Yeah. So I would call your bank and just ask them if they have one. That's all.
But do you really want to call that bank? Are you going to change banks? You're coming to Florida. You might want to just change it all and do it all when you get there.
It's a pain, but he's nervous about that. He's, what if the
my
Facebook is a fickle
get a
friend?
Bank. Don't get 6 banks like Dave.
I do have lots of banks. It's just I'm banking
it's
on lots of banks.
You're over the 250 FDIC limit, Dave, and so you can't put more than 250 in each bank. I know that's what you're doing.
That's a dream. That's a dream, Kevin. Flippin' Lost Treasure. Has Dave's or Kevin's sourcing been severely impacted by the storm? Yes, mine. Yes. I don't know about Kevin's being impacted by the storms, but mine.
We did have a down. We had a down sign in Vegas. I don't think it was hurricane related.
Yeah, I don't think that was Helene.
Might have just been somebody on drugs.
No, it's impacted this fall a lot. Honestly, the Helene everyone canceled, and now they again canceled for Milton, which makes sense. So I've lost 2 weekends.
Bonanza of sales.
Well, Rod's the neighborhood was supposed to do a community sale during Milton, and they pushed the whole thing to November. So I think November is going to be crazy busy. Which isn't good because there's already too many, so you're not going to be able to hit them all, and they're going to end before you can get to the next one and so on. But there'll be a lot of picking available for people, so it could be good. Gem Flipper...
It impacted us a little bit, but only the first one.
Yeah, Helene would be the one that impacted you. Should eBay have something similar to a Prime Day event with incentives for sellers to join in?
I don't know how it would work, but they absolutely should. They're dropping the ball on this.
They're too bougie up top, I think, at eBay to really do what I think would work. I think they should have like a garage sale, like a big community garage sale on eBay. But I think they want to be known as like more like better stuff than that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like eBay should basically lean into the garage sale aspect of what they do and not try to be Amazon or Bonanza, whatever the heck they're doing.
A little bit more lately, a little bit, with the exception of the high-end watches and the shoes and stuff. I think they realized that their niche is really what their niche is.
It is what
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think eBay should do more things where they literally are using their marketing budget to cut the cost of items. Right, eBay sale, they literally are the ones discounting our items, but we still get the full amount that we listed. I mentioned
this on Amazon. Came out with an ad that I saw on one of the streaming services. They're like, support small businesses, buy on Amazon, because people think Amazon is big monolithic, monster. But in reality, they're like 60% of sellers are independent, small-owned businesses on Amazon. And I'm like, why isn't eBay? eBay, it's like 95%, small business sellers. Why not lean into that on, the Buy Local Day? You could be, Help Small Business Day or eBay Day or something. There could be something that could not rival Prime necessarily, but it could get some traction for folks, for sure.
Prime has also become a bit of a joke, so it's a good time to pounce because everyone has realized that Prime prices go up and they just change the perceived discount. Yeah. It's like people are getting fed up with Prime Day, so they do have a good opportunity now to step in and make something real.
Yeah. I totally agree. And matter of fact, I actually think that you're going to start seeing, I mean, with all this stuff that's going on with split fees and no fees in Europe and no
That
fees.
Poshmark crap is ridiculous. I
crap.
finally looked
It's
into
ridiculous.
it. I finally looked.
It's
Have you looked into
ridiculous.
it, Carrie? It's so dumb. They're now charging, the fees are cut, but they
yeah.
just split them between buyer and seller. So in a lot
But
of
it's more
cases,
than
they're
that.
earning more. Like I did it for a $16 sale where they used to earn $3, right? They're now earning $6 in fees.
That's
because
if they get, no, because it's 6% per each. So that's only 12%.
Plus that.
I don't
Plus
understand
that little $2,
But
$3
that's an
charge.
option
each.
thing that for each one, right?
Yeah.
It depends on the size of the sale. If it's a low dollar sale, they're
That's what I'm
making
saying.
more
For
money.
a $15 sale, they're getting $6.
Why do
in fees.
businesses do this? I don't understand this. As competition
money.
increases, no, I know that, but does it actually make them more money though?
No,
Because the
short-sighted.
competition increases, they're getting less sales now because people just go sell elsewhere, right?
But look, I think it's a bad decision by Poshmark. So I'm not defending Poshmark. I think it's stupid and it's complicated. And I think simplicity is the better answer, which is why you sell on Dibit at 10% or Shop Commons 8%, only on the sale. But look, Vinted did this in Europe, and Vinted took a huge chunk out of eBay. They did no fees for sellers, and they didn't do fees for buyers either.
That seems like
But
the
they
play.
didn't
Get
do
market
fees for
share.
buyers either. It's a voluntary system where the buyer can buy protection on the item, and that's how they're making their money. But they're not really making a ton of money that way. What they're doing is taking market share and increasing the valuation of their company.
Isn't that what Amazon did, though?
angel
Amazon did all
investors.
sorts of tactics when they were starting out to get
Oh
market
yeah,
share,
Amazon's
right?
exactly. It's
That's
the
what
Amazon
Prime
model.
was.
It's just straight hardcore competition for market share, which increases the value of the company. If you win, like Amazon did, you make money over the next 100 years. And so eBay's now doing.
Does
this in
Poshmark
Europe
realize that they're never going to really compete on that scale of eBay and Amazon? So they're just going to become more upscale and just make more money on what they do sell.
I think the play, just what Dave said, you're getting screwed on the lower dollar items, right? So this is going to discourage listing of lower dollar items and encourage, because it's cheaper, the $100 item, Dave, they're making less money.
Yeah, because I sold a $100 item on Posh yesterday. It was a camel blow mold, and I looked and I got charged $10 in fees. But then the buyer also got charged $10 in fees, so they maybe made $2 less or something, because it was like $18 instead of $20 in fees.
Yeah, and this protection thing is interesting too, and the whole idea that Amazon did the Prime and the free. There's money to be made on these incremental things because people put it in there, what's our subscriber that's dead?
Mike
Logan Murky, R.I.P.
Logan Murky. You should mention those folks, by the way.
Oh, yes,
and so those, people put something in and then they don't take it off. Like I was paying for Apple TV or something, and I saw that. I'm like, I haven't used that thing in years, right? And so there's other ways you can make money without the fee. And I think we're in a laboratory, and people are trying to figure it out so they can try to increase their market share. eBay hasn't changed yet, but I bet you a year from now when we're having this conversation, there'll be big changes for eBay fees as well.
Yeah. Carrie, you owe some motivation, by the way.
Yes.
One of those people you need to motivate is Mike Camparelli. Bodega
Just
Finds.
do it in person.
Yeah, so these are the people. Oh, you should with him, record it with him. That'd be a good idea.
Can I do it? Can I just promise it for the next episode?
Yeah, for the next episode, let's do it.
Yeah, I know I could.
Gem Flipper. You need to do one for Gem Flipper. Carrie's new Florida Fartress. What is a Fartress? Carrie's new Florida Fartress.
Is that
apparently.
a new?
That's a motivated.
Dave Soiled Undies, probably.
I think so. Yeah. You got Jake Ryder, of course. You've got Lady Arbitrage and Harold Tornado, yes. Mike Camparelli, and paulsmerch.com. Those are all the motivators. And then we also want to thank Logan Murky, Race Heck Resell, Vintage Sports Flips. Yep. Yeah, he's the one who I said now has like a sports card breaking channel.
He has a breaking.
He's like a breaking channel, I think. Yeah,
good for him.
I think so. Yeah,
I'm pro Keith making money on this.
Superhero
but after
headquarters.
Keith, no more new people, please. Thank you.
Brian Sempor Beal, No Nose Picker, The Flipper Skipper, CJ Benz Finds, Alexandria Pickers, Craig McLaughlin, Buffin' the Stuff, Who Ate My Chips. You guys are all very awesome. Thank you for supporting us on Patreon at the $25.
Kevin appreciates you guys because of the money aspect. We just think you're good.
We just appreciate you because of your fine.
We just think that you're doing good,
heart.
And we want to let you know.
Yes,
Kevin is really tied to the money aspect of it, but we don't care about that.
Someone said, "How often do you think about the Roman Empire?" In our comments. Not ever. Not at all.
Dude,
Actually,
lead,
I just don't think I'm that
pipes,
guy.
It's going to it hurts your nerve system.
I don't think I'm that guy. And then I also saw a thing today that was saying any guy who lets his wife drive him around is not a real man. And I'm just sitting next to Tina in the car. I'm like, yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. I'm gonna ignore that because it affects me.
Listen, when I drive, she yells at me the whole time, so it's much better to just sit in the passenger seat and not get yelled at.
You followed me when I'm driving, and you even
Dawn
said to
just
me,
talks trash
Carrie
to you
has
the whole time.
PTSD because I'm always doing something wrong when I'm driving.
Listen,
Dawn's a nervous rider.
Yeah,
I don't drive all the time, and I bet I drive more than you two.
Probably, yeah. I
drive myself almost every day around.
I drive a lot. I drive to the flea markets, which are a couple hours away. But if Tina's in the car, usually she's driving. Because she doesn't want me.
Are you gonna? Speaking of Roman Empire, are you guys excited for Gladiator 2? They didn't even bother giving it a proper name. It's just Gladiator 2. More gladiators, more action.
No Marcus Aurelius.
I'm in the position where I am in the final episode of season 1 of Fallout, Carrie, and I'm 10 minutes into the final episode, and then I had to start the podcast. So I'm excited about finishing that episode tonight.
I never got to say what days I took off, by the way. I'm a little
okay, Kevin, what days do you take off?
I started Wednesday afternoon. I try. What? No, not all of them.
I didn't say anything.
And then Saturday evening, I take off.
This when you work? So you work Wednesday afternoons and Saturdays is when you work?
And then Sunday mornings I take off. So, but today, I did a private pick today, so I worked. Picked up heavy stuff too.
I take every morning off because I'm asleep.
You know that video?
I'm working in the early
till
part
2 a.m.
Of it, so.
That's right.
So I'm actually hard at work when you guys are asleep.
Can I encourage everyone viewing to just go ahead and start a TikTok? It doesn't need to be good. Just post stuff on TikTok because that video with Rod.
Have you seen Kevin's?
This video with Rod, where literally he's just yelling at me for picking up some ornaments that had some rat poop on them, is now officially at 5 million views. It's so terrible.
My 13 million view TikTok is me saying, hey, check out crazing on a cup. And I put it down.
You're going to fund your Roth IRA from the TikTok.
That's right. Yeah.
TikTok is no joke. If you get those minute-long views.
One of my pet peeves is people telling people to start social media. Just so you know, you have to first have 10,000 followers before you can get monetized and make that work.
So Kevin doesn't want to share the wealth.
Kevin wants all the money for himself.
There's a lot of people we know.
You had a little viral hit on TikTok. You had a little viral hit over there. Did you see that, Kevin? Yeah.
I did.
You had 40K views.
What was that one? Was it Butt Cheeks? The one where you?
I had one that hit 600,000 or 700,000 a couple months ago. I had one hit 700K.
Oh, okay.
A couple months ago.
That's cute.
And one hit 600,000.
35K, yes. So you'll probably earn $30 from that.
Yeah, you typically get half of that.
I do 4 a week though, Dave. I don't do 14.
And then you have this one from 4 days ago that got 40K views.
Well, there you go.
So you've got almost 100K views in the last 4 days.
What's stupid is the good ones don't do anything. And I did one. I think that one, Dave, is the one I said, I went to a yard sale and this happened. Just like your stupid TikTok.
Well, you said estate sale. You said I went to an estate sale. Those never do good for me. The estate sale.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was
you
an
had
estate sale?
Well, you gotta just lie.
People on TikTok are very perceptive.
Just say I went to the strip club and this happened.
They hear not only your corny,
that actually probably would do good.
Not just your corny, but also your fake accent. If you were just yourself in the video, I think it would perform.
TikTok makes me think I should be listing stuff. I'll make far more money.
Virginia.
That's what I feel like with TikTok.
There was a trend, Kevin, where people were going on there who were on the spicy page, and they were saying, here's the daily life of a sex worker. And so I thought maybe you could do that in one of your garage sale videos. Here's the daily life of a sex worker. And just show a garage sale.
We should each pull up our phone.
Dude, you know what, Carrie? They'd probably get 500,000
That would do really well. Think of the discounts you could get on some of the equipment.
Again.
Yeah, just say This is a day in the life of a sex worker at a garage sale. Just see what happens.
All right,
it.
I might try.
Do it. What's the worst that could happen?
You got to have the right sale though, because sometimes
Yeah.
I'll like buy that. Like I had a Halloween outfit of some sexy French maid or
gotta-
something, and I'm.
Yeah, you got to
Do
go
I
to
look?
like
Would
one
I
of
look
those.
good in this?
You got to find one of those people who are retiring from selling Adam and Eve products. You've got to find that person.
Yeah.
they just
world.
they just
Speaking
stick
of the
them on
Roman
they
Empire,
just stick everything on the table. You know what I
I feel
mean?
like we're living in it. Bread and circuses. Bread and circuses.
What
We
do you
got
mean?
circuses all day. What do you mean? What do I
Bread
mean?
and
People
circuses.
didn't care about anything.
Are we talking about?
But what do you mean
Stalin?
the
What are we
Roman?
talking
We're living
about
in the
here?
Roman Empire. Explain that.
The tail end of it. People's concern was